All right, hello Speed SF drivers. Welcome to your Sonoma COVID video. I'm your host, Joe McGuigan, and this is my co-host, JJ. We are here to go over the specific rules for our upcoming event at Sonoma Raceway, given the COVID situation right now. So let's get the COVID stuff out of the way. So first off, there are no passengers allowed at this event. There will be no passengers allowed for our event at Sonoma Raceway until further notice from Sonoma themselves. Very similar to what Laguna Seca does. No passengers currently given the COVID times. So keep that in mind. No ride-alongs will happen, no passengers or anything like that. You are, however, allowed to bring up to 3 crew members, but they must arrive to the track at the same time as you, in the same vehicle as you. We don't have any spectators allowed for this event. That is Sonoma's rules for this. No spectators allowed. So the 3 crew members that you can bring, they have to be arriving at the track with you in the same vehicle. So if you're towing, they have to be in the tow vehicle, etc., stuff like that. We can't have people showing up later in the day to crew for people. They need to be there at the same time as the driver they're crewing for. So with that in mind, again, only 3 per driver allowed, but they have to be there at the same time as you. As usual, masks must be on at all times unless you're in your car or you're eating. The cafe will be open, but there will not be any inside seating at the cafe, and there won't be any of the media center or places like that to watch from the inside. So you won't be able to be confined inside with other people. You just need to be able to get your food from the cafe and sit down outside, and otherwise you're going to be in your garages or your pit area. Do our best to spread out, maintain that 6 feet social distance, especially with people that aren't part of your household. And let's just make the most of it. Again, it's been a very tough and interesting year, but we're excited to go back out to Sonoma Raceway for the first time this year, or at least the very first time since COVID's hit. So we're definitely excited to go out there. But again, as a recap, no passengers, only 3 crew members, but they have to be with you when you arrive at the gate. No spectators allowed, nobody coming in late or anything like that. Now onto the track specific side of things. As usual, the sound limit will be 103 decibels for this event. So that's fairly high. You shouldn't have any issue passing, but they are checking. So keep that in mind. That does add towards your strikes, and strikes are the thing I talk about in the main safety video. Now, as far as getting onto the track, as usual, there's going to be the gate between the 2 garages. That is before, the actual start finish, closer to turn 12, kind of right after the hairpin there. So that'll be your entrance to get on track. If for some reason you're in a radical or a really low car that can't take that ramp to get down, we will try to work with you and let you, get onto the hot pit lane from the far end closer to the podium area near the bleachers. But again, that is only special cases. Otherwise, you have to be using the main gate to get down to the hot pits. Once you're in the hot pits, you'll see our sign up as normal, showing which lane is the fast lane, which is the slow lane. So with that in mind, pretty straightforward. Pick the lane you want to go in. Fast lane is going to go out first. Slow lane is going to go out second. It's not 1-1-1. It is going to be fast lane, slow lane. So use that at your discretion. Be modest or think you're the fastest, whatever you want. That's your choice. As with tradition, the first run of each group in the morning will be under 2 laps of yellow. We do that so that you can make sure you're awake, make sure the car's okay, wave to the corner workers, see where they're at, because they are your lifeline, as I talk about in the main video. So keep aware of that, and you'll be fine from there. Once you're on track, though, there are going to be 2 checkered flag spots. We're going to have the start finish as normal, and we're going to have it the hairpin at turn 7. If you see it at turn 7, that's it. Your session's over. Bring it into the pits and cool off in the pit area, whatever you need to do. Keep the speed limit under 10 miles an hour whenever you're in the pits. But the track exit, as always, is going to be the turn 11, the final hairpin. You're going to stay all the way left after you come out of 10, and it's going to take you along the outside wall of the hairpin there, and they'll spit you out right by the gas pumps. So again, once you get the checkered, whether it be start finish or you get it turn 7, that's the exit you'll be taking. If you do have mechanical failure or something like that, there are a couple spots you can pull off safely. There's the deeper part of turn 4 you can pull off of and tap your roof and say, hey, I'm okay, or the farther part of 7. But ideally, we want you to be able to get back to the pits, with the exception of if you're dropping fluid. If you're dropping fluid, pull over to the side of the track, wherever you're at. Don't try to be a hero and bring it in, because you're going to make a bigger mess for everyone to clean up. So keep that in mind. Now, Whenever you're having something go wrong on track, or you're cooling down, or you're going to be coming in the pits, you always want to be hands out the window and fist, signifying, hey, I'm doing something different out there. So usually you're going to see this every time people are exiting the track, but you may come up to somebody on track that is doing this because their car is broken down or going slow, or they're on a cool down lap, which case they should be off the line. Hand signals are very important. I can't stress that enough. Again, we talk about that in the main safety video. Aside from that, Wine Country Motorsports, the shop on site will be open. That is one of our sponsors and supporters here at Speed SF, so definitely check them out. Usually we have specials with them running where you can get a discount. Definitely go check out the store. But again, keep the COVID protocols in mind. Wear the mask. I don't know how many people they're going to allow in the store. I'm sure they're going to limit it, but definitely check out what's in there. Other than that, there's no cool down meetings unless I feel the need to call for one. There are no novices at Sonoma, as with always, because they don't allow novices. So if you're signed up in a group and this is your first track day and you're trying to sneak your way in, we're going to be watching for that. And for the safety of everybody else, I will remove you if you're in the wrong group, and you will be done for the day. There will be no refunds. You've got to do your homework and make sure you're signed up for the right run group, not this last minute, oh, I need to go in this run group, but I can only sign up for this type thing. So again, be respectful of everyone else. You all paid and deserve equal driving time and safe driving time. I can't stress that enough. And that's why, like I said, I won't call a meeting unless there's really a reason to. But other than that, we're excited to see you there on Monday the 28th, and hopefully a couple more events this year. Please come up and find me if you got any questions there. You can find some of the other staff. Once again, I'm Joe McGuigan. This is JJ. Thank you for joining us with Speed SF, and we'll see you out there soon. Say bye. Bye-bye.